Hello everyone, it's your friend, your boy, Jet Black the One Only here with another exciting live stream, and in this video I'm going to be talking about April 19th, 2019. Today, I got to hang out with Beth at the CU. It was cool. I enjoyed hanging out with her and talking. I feel like things got a little awkward. We ended up talking about past relationships, and the divorce stuff came up. I don't really know how she felt about the divorce stuff, um, but that was around the time where the hangout ended. So I don't know. I feel like that's something that me and Beth will definitely end up talking about again in the future. And it does seem like we will probably hang out again in the future. But we're both pretty busy because it's around the time of finals. I hung out with Matt and Gerard today. We watched 5 episodes of Juni Taisen, which is that one battle royale anime or whatever that we've been watching. I still don't like how the battle royale anime has been progressing because it seems like characters will just lose to other characters who they really have no business losing to. The plot just kind of dictates who wins each fight. Even though the plot has been telling you what people's powers are, people just seem to win against people they just shouldn't throughout the whole show. Matt doesn't like the fact that I don't want to watch the end parts of each episode. After the ending credits of each episode, they'll show like a little clip for the next episode, but that little clip in some cases gives away who lives or dies in the next episode. And in a show that only has 12 fighters in a battle royale, I just don't want to see that personally. But that's been like a big issue. Let's see. But I don't think Matt fucks with the fact that I don't want to watch those end screens. Gerard, he said that he skipped all the end screens and that he's not that interested. So it's only Matt who wants to see it, but Matt's very much so like, the show's pretty much given away already who's gonna live or who dies. He's like, it's just in the same order as in the opening backwards and in the ending screen forward. And it's really weird. Let's see. Real quick to see what you guys are saying in the live chat. Ryan said, how'd she feel about the water bottle? That's a meme. Then Ryan said, my sister and I watched over half a dozen episodes of Milo Murphy's Law. Really fun show. Never heard of it. Serena said, sup, Nick and Night. Yo, Serena, good to see you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on this stream? That's an open question to everybody. Also, have a wonderful night. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the anime and Matt being weird. So, like I said, Matt uh, is just upset that I don't want to watch the spoiler thing that they have at the end of each of the Juni Taisen episodes. But he's like, I want to see the spoilers, but I would prefer not to be spoiled, and Gerard doesn't care. So I've been skipping the spoiler scenes at the end, and that's made Matt upset. He doesn't really like that. Um, I made a 94 on my first final exam. That was in IS 491, which is a business strategy class that focuses on information systems. So I only have one more assignment left in that class. It's a group presentation. And even if we were to make a 0 on that group presentation, I would still pass the class regardless. Of course, we're not going to make a 0 though, because I love doing group presentations, and I'm going to be the one presenting for my entire group, so that should be a piece of cake, no problem. So yeah, I know things are good in that class regardless of what happens next, which is awesome. Oh, I got to message with Danica a little bit today, and that was really cool. It's always a pleasure to be able to like talk with Danica. Um, but due to how me and Danica are taking things slow, it just doesn't seem like me and her will be like an official thing anytime soon. Um, but yeah, that's more or less what I did today. I also added another character to the Ultimate Character Guide to the Excitement Superhero Universe, Volume 3. So that was pretty dope. I now just need to put in 2 more characters into that book before I'm ready to publish Volume 3. I've already published Volumes 1 and 2 on Amazon as paperbacks and ebooks. If you guys are interested in buying it, I recommend buying the ebooks. It's just more convenient. Also, I make more money off of the ebooks. I just get a higher royalty out of it, anyways. Let's see. I want to read more of my Marvel Avengers Ultimate Character Guide. I also want to read more of my DC Comics Ultimate Character Guide, but I haven't read either one that much recently. Like I mentioned at the end of the last stream, I'm on a Maids and Masters role playing amino or whatever. Um, it's kind of weird. It's kind of not. Um, I go on there. I try to talk to people about like my common interests, so like superhero comic books, fighting games, and like shonen anime. Um, I met this one person on there named Hero, and Hero likes to talk about superhero comics. We talked about who would win in a fight. Next, not next, Ex Nilo, who's more or less like a god, or Winter Soldier. Oddly enough, their stats are really close, where it seems like Winter Soldier might be able to beat Ex Nilo, even though Ex Nilo has crazy powers that involve like putting life on lifeless planets and shit like that. It still seems like Winter Soldier could probably just snipe him, and we had an interesting discussion on that. Um, but yeah, that's mainly what I did today. I got to chat with Danica. I got to hang out with Beth and like get to know her a little bit better. I hung out with like Gerard and Matt, and I chatted on the Maids and Masters Amino or whatever. And that's pretty much everything I did today. I almost went to a party. There's a party going on at the frat across the way, I believe. At least there was one earlier. I don't really hear them right now. Normally, I hear their music when they do a big party. Now I hear it, actually. I think I was just talking too much to hear it before. I was gonna go to that party, and then I got a text from Colin, and Colin's like, "Do you want me to pick you up at like 11 a.m. tomorrow to go to like breakfast?" And I was like, "Oh, 11 a.m. Then fuck a party, cause I wouldn't leave that party until like 2 a.m. And then I have to go to bed. Then I have to wake up and like exercise and shower. Normally, I would have already hung out with Colin today, and then I could come back from the hangout and go to the party. But I didn't do that. So, nope. Nope, not going to the party, I guess. Let's see. Ryan said that the show that you mentioned earlier, Milo Murphy's Law, is made by the same creators of Phineas and Ferb and is in continuity with that show. Does it take place after the events of Phineas and Ferb, or like in the same timeline, like during the events of Phineas and Ferb? Ryan said Weird Al voices the main character and sings songs in some episodes. It's really funny. And then Ryan posted some random politics based thing, which, what do you expect from Ryan? That's kind of his normal thing. I've also been watching an anime called Doko Kita. Well, that's not how you would say it. Doko Ida? Yeah, Doko Ida. Doko Ida is a pretty solid anime. It's pretty much a superhero reality show, slice of life comedy anime about a superhero and his villains all living in the same house together, but they don't know any of their secret identities, and they're all hired by the same galactic agency that's trying to figure out what is the best form of like superhero battle armor to wear. So he also lives in that house with his superhero rival. Again, no one knows anyone's identity, and they both have two different models of like a super powered armor. So the galactic police are like, we have to figure out which superpowered armor is better. So the way we're going to figure that out is by sending all these supervillains to Earth, and then we have to see which hero stops the most villains. And it sounds like it has the potential to be like a really crazy like action anime, and I'm sure that if they did like a modern reboot of it, they could add in some really cool fight scenes. But it's more emphasized for like the comedy of it. But I still think it's a pretty cool concept, and I've been enjoying watching it so far. So I'd recommend it. Ryan posted up a YouTube link. Let's see. I'm going to post into the live chat the title of the anime I'm describing. Doko Ida. I like it. It's pretty good. The music got even louder. I don't know what happened, but now I can like really hear it. But normally I like to go to those parties and just dance. I want to go to one of those parties and actually like walk around and talk to people. The thing is, they like split up the party into two rooms. There's one room where they have like the music bumping, and you can like go in there and you can just dance. And that's where I normally go. I just dance the whole time. But they have another room across the hall. and that's where you go in and you like talk to people and you hang out. And there's a hallway in between the two rooms where you can also just run into people and talk and hang out. I never do that. I always just go to the dance room, I hang out and I dance, and then I leave. The other one, for the first few times I went to those parties, didn't look like a party. Like the other one looked like just somebody's room where they lived. And I was like, well, I'm not just gonna walk in somebody's room. You know what I mean? But I learned later from my friend Diesel, who's in the frat that's like across the way, that that room across the hall is just a meet and greet room. Like you can just go in there and just like talk to people and hang out. So I want to do that at some point. But I feel like if I was to go to the party, I probably would just find myself back in the dancing area unless I went with a friend. I tried to convince Winslow, aka Aiden, to go to one of the frat parties with me, but we would go to the talking room and go there to just talk with and meet new people. But he wasn't down at the time. He says that he might be down to do it in the future. And I would hit up Aiden now to ask him if he'd be down to go to the party, but I don't think he'd be free. Vanessa Brooks said, hi. Yeah, Vanessa Brooks, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? I did something else today that I forgot to mention earlier. I also ran into Damien. Damien goes to my university. He's really into fighting games. He's already graduated, but he's currently struggling to like try and find a job. He's been applying to a lot of places, and he just hasn't gotten a lot of callbacks. I told him about Kindle Direct Publishing, which is what I use to publish paperback and ebooks on Amazon. And he's really hype about it. He's interested in publishing some of his poetry, and he wants us to hang out at some point and to help me walk him through the process of starting to publish collections of his poetry, which I think would be really cool. So that was another thing I did today. Rocky Ford said, hi there. He's doing good. He said, how am I doing? Oh, fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. I'd say today overall has been pretty good. I'll try and give today like a number rating at some point. And then he said Beyblade Metal Fusion. I love the Beyblade Metal animes. I used to watch them on Cartoon Network whenever they come on because they normally come on in like long marathons. They're good for just you sit down and you just watch like pretty standard mindless anime, but in a good way. Like I really enjoy it. Um, it's it feels generically anime, but in a solid and entertaining way, where you can just sit there and just enjoy it. I loved how they trained in the Beyblade Metal anime, because they would be doing some legitimate physical training, like trying to increase their strength. Because the harder you pull that ripcord, and I don't know, I just really vibe with it. I think the Beyblade Metal anime is really good. But I'll try and give today a number rating. I'll have to think of the good things of today versus the bad things of today, and like the okay things of today. Godzilla said, hello. Yo, Godzilla. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Vanessa Brooks said, oh, cool. My day's good. Oh, that's great to hear. So I think I have an idea for how I can like give today a number rating. I can give each individual element of my day a score, and then I can average out the score. So I think I can figure that out. Rocky Ford said, my favorite Beyblade character is Jenka. I also would probably say Jenga is my favorite character as well. I like the fact that he's like a good sport. He's always trying to be like the best he can. For a while, he's a wanderer, but then he finds friends that he like really vibes with. Um, and he just always has like a very optimistic view of life. So I'd say my favorite Beyblade character is also Jenga. I vibe with that. Let's see. So the first thing I did today was talk with Danica over Facebook. So what I'm gonna do is, if something bad happened in my day, I'll give it like a 1. If something okay happened in my day where I wouldn't say it was good or bad, I'll give it a 2. And if something good happened in my day, I'll give it a 3. So talking to Danica, I'd say it's definitely a 3. I got to hang out with Beth today, which I really enjoyed doing, but at the same time, I felt like the end of the Beth hangout was awkward because the divorce stuff came up. So I can't really say that it was bad, and I wouldn't necessarily say it was good only because of the awkward ending. So I'll give it a 2. I'd say that was a 2. Let's see. Rocky Ford said in the original Beyblade anime, is Kai good or bad? Is Kai the one with the white hair and like the blue streaks on his face, like face paint? If so, I think Kai is supposed to be somewhat ambiguous. Like I think he's supposed to be like a rival character, if I remember correctly. But he's still on the team, kind of like how Sasuke before he goes full rogue in Naruto is like a rival character, but he's still on the team. Let's see. Godzilla said this week I created a giant monster. Congratulations. What's its name? Let's see. So I'll give a 2 to hanging out with Beth today. Talking with Damien about the publishing stuff was cool. I felt like I had a cool conversation. Um, I'll give that a 3. I don't think that was bad. Hanging out with the guys and watching anime today, I didn't think was bad. Like I enjoyed watching Junie Tyson with the guys, even though I feel like Junie Tyson's kind of on some when it comes to who wins and who loses in fights. But Matt seemed like he wasn't enjoying himself because we weren't watching the end scenes because I felt like the end scenes always spoiled the next episode. So I would probably give it a 2 instead of a 3 because it just seemed like Matt wasn't really enjoying himself. And then when I was looking at the Maids and Masters RP Amino, I actually got to meet like some cool people. I especially liked talking with Hero about who would win in a fight, Winter Soldier or Ex Nilo. So I'll give that a 3. It's always good to like make new friends and to be able to talk comics with someone. One more thing, I also did a survey while I was at the Charger Union. The survey that I did today was about like eye contact, and once you completed the survey, they would give you like a candy bar, but I only eat once a day. So I actually gave my candy bar to Beth, but they were like, hey, if you're gonna like give it to a friend, you can get 2 candy bars. I was like, oh, that's dope. So the second candy bar I gave to Gerard because it was like Gerard's favorite type of candy bar. But I thought the survey was cool. I thought it was an interesting survey. It mainly talked about like eye contact and why you do or don't make eye contact with people. And I thought it was interesting. It was a nice like introspective thing for me. So that's one, two, three, four. That's four threes and two twos. So that is one, two, three, four, five, 6 scores. So I'll divide those added together by 6. And my day was a 2.6 when you average it out, which means that my day was an okay day, bordering on a good day. So I feel like if I had hung out with Beth and it wasn't awkward at the end, that would have been a 3. And then I feel like if Matt wasn't upset that I didn't play the spoiler parts of the anime we were watching, because Matt was upset that I wasn't playing the spoiler parts, which I thought was odd. If he wasn't upset about that and we could have just all hung out and enjoyed watching anime together, I would have made that a 3 as well. So other than those two things, I had a pretty good day. Let's see. Ooh, I'm getting like multiple notifications from the Maids and Masters roleplay amino all at the same time. All of the okay. So pardon that. My phone's gonna vibrate a few times. Let's see. So Rocky Ford said yes in reference to whether or not I was talking about the right character when we were talking about Kai. Godzilla said the name of the giant monster he created this week is Neokamagon, and he says it's a giant shark thing. Did you draw a picture of it, Godzilla? Rocky Ford said, by the way, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Book, I finally finished creating my wizards. Yo, that sounds dope. Um, we should definitely try and do like a custom card stream if you guys like vote for it in Dueling Book. We could talk about the custom cards that we've made, like do a custom card review stream. I know Kells has some custom cards that he wants me to review. Or we could just do a play custom card stream where we like play them and we can like see your wizards in action. Kells said, "Hey, how's it going? Yo, Kells, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream?" My day's going well. I give today a 2.6 out of 3. Almost like a really, really great day. I just had like a few pitfalls. I mean, technically, I could say, like, if I want to add one more thing to today to like change the score, I feel like today could have been more productive. I feel like I could have done a few things that have been sitting on my to-do list for a minute, but I just haven't actually like hit those things up yet. So it's not like, oh man, there's stuff that I should have done today and I didn't do to where it's bad, but it's more stuff that I could have done today, but I haven't done. So I'll give that a 2. So adding that 2 to the score and then dividing it out by the number of things, giving us an average score, I'd say today was actually a 2.5. So a 2.5 is still like an above average, closer to a good day, but not as close as it could have been. I could have been more productive. I feel like Matt kind of messed with the mood for watching anime today, so I didn't enjoy it as much. And I feel like talking with Beth could have been better. I felt like the end part got awkward. Let's see. Godzilla said that he made a 3D model of Neo Neocomagon, his giant shark, giant monster he's made, and he said in a paint job. He said, "I think I'm gonna make a stop motion animation for it." So did you like 3D print it? Like, do you have a 3D printer? Kel said, "I can't chat that much because I'm making the art for your stand." Oh, ballin'. Definitely share that to the Amino when you can. And then Godzilla said, "I've made 2 pictures of it." I'm curious if I open Amino chat on my computer, will it stop vibrating my phone? Like, will it be like, hey, since you have it open on your computer, you're seeing the messages actively, so it doesn't have to, like, vibrate your phone really hard every time you get a message on Amino. So let me see if I can do that. Do, 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 do. Also, what does that sound like to you guys whenever I get one of those notifications and it just shakes the phone? Godzilla said, my school has a 3D printer. Oh, ballin'. We have a makers club on campus where I believe there's like access to a 3D printer for like anybody. Let's see. One moment. Time to test my theory to see if them replying will cause my phone to shake if I have it open on my computer. Because I'm trying to prevent the phone shake because I can now just see the messages. Hmm. Right now I'm just sending a couple messages. Okay, cool. I'm good. So hey guys, do you guys have any discussion topics or questions that you like to talk about? You know, your boy's always open to talk about superhero comics, shonen anime, and fighting games. Those are like my top 3. I know Rocky Ford really likes talking about fighting games. Um, Sometimes we can get some interesting anime conversations going on. We were talking about anime video games last vlog, me and Nani. He kept mentioning, what about this anime as a video game? What about this anime as a video game? And I would describe my different ideas for different anime as different games, which I thought was really cool. Let's see. Godzilla said, I've made 2 pictures of it. He said his school has a 3D printer. Godzilla said the story of it is that it's like a giant shark that got mutated with a giant snake and a giant bird. He said it's a part of the environment and and will protect the earth. It also grows wings when it has powers. He meant to say when it has energy. Then Ryan said, talk about the sun dog. The sun dog. I don't know what that is. Also, now I don't know what to do because I just realized every time I send a message, well, receive a message, it's gonna shake the phone. But now if I don't send messages, they'll send more messages like, why aren't you messaging me? Which could potentially shake the phone even more. I'm at like a weird crossroads. Um, Weird fun fact. So Ryan's posted up a fun fact about an odd phenomenon that occurred that was depicted in a famous painting. Hmm. I'm not sure how interested I am in that particular topic in order to really dive into it, Ryan. This is. Let's see. A sundog or mock sun, formerly called a parhelion in meteorology, is an atmospheric optical phenomenon that consists of a bright, and then it said no internet. Let's go. I know I have internet. Here we go. They consist of a bright spot to one or both sides of the sun. And then he said two sundogs often flank the sun with a 22-degree halo. So it's just an optical thing where it looks like there are two bright spots, one to the left and one to the right of the sun. Though sometimes there can only be one bright spot. Um, cool. I imagine in ancient times that shit might have been crazy. People could have been like, "What is that?" In modern day, it just seems like it has like an explainable thing. Like we understand what's happening, so I don't really care that much. It's caused by the refraction of sunlight by ice crystals in the atmosphere. Not saying that isn't interesting. It's just not super interesting. If we didn't know as much about science, I think I'd be a lot more hype about that kind of thing. But now it just seems to just kind of it just exists. I'm not that interested. Let's see. Godzilla said, "I have a question. What if anyone's mythical world was a video game?" Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at with the game demo that I'm making for Emo Shape. The one where there's a sentient AI and it's in a tabletop RPG style world that you create. So you can describe any scenario you want to the AI and ask it, like, would you rather questions, and it can make choices. And then based off of those choices, you can give the AI different consequences and it'll react to the different consequences that you set for it. So you can like manage its health, its inventory, how much money it has. You can describe what happens to it, and it can give emotional responses. Um, so that's more or less what I'm trying to make for the Emo Shape project. The ability for you to create any world that you can think of and kind of put the sentient AI into it, and it react and respond to the changes made in the world. So, cool question. Cool. I feel like that was a really solid question. Excuse me. Vanessa Brooks said, Julian Conzern is my favorite Beyblade character. And then Vanessa Brooks said, I love Beyblade. I used to play Beyblade back in the day. I used to play it with Maddie, Ike, and Jash. But uh, times change. Serena bought a whole bunch of Beyblades, and she wanted to get into playing Beyblade, but we haven't yet. Serena also wants to do a thing where we hang out and paint rocks. It seems like me and Serena should do a hangout where we paint rocks and play Beyblade. Also, I don't remember Julian Conzern on the top of my head. Also, I always like the character in Beyblade who sits with the computer and can read the stats on opponents' Beyblades. I always thought that was cool. Um, but I can never remember their names. I think I remember one of the AI programs from the original Beyblade. I think it was called Dizzy or something like that, and it used to like analyze Beyblades. I always thought that was dope. Godzilla said my favorite Uno card is the Uno reverse card. By the way, huh? Favorite Uno card. I think my favorite Uno card might be the draw four wild card, where you not only get to set the new color on the stack, but you force your opponent to draw four. I think that's a very handy card, and it's always good to have. But let me look up Julian Conzern. And then Ryan said, draw four, rip. Julian Conzern looks like a pretty boy. Let's see, he's the leader of Team Excalibur. He represents Italy on the European team and claims to have the strongest dual rotating bay in Beyblade Metal Masters, Gravity Destroyer. Interesting. And he's a recurring character, so he exists throughout like the different metal series. That's an interesting pick. Vanessa Brooks put up a bunch of emojis and more or less said he's Bay. Then Godzilla said, "By the way, I want to play Jackbox. Do you guys want to play Jackbox? We have enough people for it. If you guys want to do it, um, I'd be down. I feel like the game that I want to start playing is Star Wars Battlefront 2. I haven't started the story mode on it, and it actually has a story mode unlike Battlefront 1. So I think I wouldn't mind doing the story mode. But if you guys want me to do Jackbox, I'd be down. Kel said, I'm down for Fibbage. Okay. Let me get that set up. I'm going to send a couple messages on Amino just to let people know that I'm not like completely ghosting them. I'm going to say I am currently hosting a live stream. I will be back shortly. My apologies for the delayed response. Because I have like 2 different people posting messages on Amino. I just want to let them know that I'm not like dipping on them. Cool. Let's see. Godzilla said, I think I'm going to go to bed. Okay, Godzilla. Hope you have a wonderful night tonight. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I hope you sleep well. I have to set up my computer now to do Jackbox. And I gotta set up the PS4. So the live chat will be over here. And then Jackbox will be over here. Yo, Ryan, about that Sundog thing you brought up. If you were to use that as card art on a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and if you were to make like a card called Sundog, what effect would it have? That's my question. To try and make it more relevant, because I don't know, Ryan. Sometimes you do bring up crazy stuff, um, and sometimes I'll try to work with it, but I don't know. It's never stuff that really captures my interest. That's why I'm gonna try to loop it around, make it kind of work. Vanessa Brooks said, "My dad saw a bird fighting for seeds yesterday. It was funny. Fighting like other birds for seed, like competing for seed." Ryan said it would be a normal spell card. What would the effect of the spell card be? And then Vanessa Brooks said, yes. Was it a bird of like the same species or like a bigger bird? Also, I don't know why, but the game sounds louder in my headset than it normally is. I'm turning down my TV to see if that'll help. But that was surprising. I was like, why is it so fucking loud? But that is interesting. Yeah, you don't see birds fight every day. I saw a small bird trying to fight like a big bird the other day. Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. And in this video, we're going to play some more Fibbage. Make sure to join in by going to jackbox.tv and typing in the code LSPP. That's LSPP. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see. Ryan said, target 1 light monster you control and summon 2 Sundog tokens with attack and defense equal to the target to the adjacent zones of that monster. Ooh, that's just a cool ass effect, Ryan. You actually thought that through. I like that effect a lot for a Sundog card. But yeah, here's the Jackbox link again, and above it is the code that you type in. So please go by to jackbox.tv and type in LSPP. Right now I'm waiting on just more people. Who voted for Jackbox again? Who was like, let's. Who started Fibbage? I didn't even see a countdown. Nani said Trashbox TV. Who started the game and circumvented the like countdown? Okay. Okay. Vanessa Brooks said, one bigger bird, the rest little birds. The little birds were eating seeds, and the big bird pecked the little birds and drop kicked them, but he missed. And a teenage boy said, damn, don't mess with the big bird food. Uh, Ryan said, lies, Jet. Why are you a liar? He said, how dare you? What? I'm sorry. I gotta Google that shit. There's a thing for controlling cockroaches? A mobile app for controlling a cockroach? What? What? Let's see. Then Ryan said, lies, deception. He said, I see through the lies of the Jedi. There straight up is a thing called Robo Roach that you can use to remote control roaches. Okay, Kel's got me with animals. Vanessa Brooks said, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. So me and Kel's tricked each other. Yo, Villiam, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. So chestnuts was the right answer. Ryan is killing us, guys. I need to step my game up. So that was the first score I've made of the game. Excuse me. Ryan, you gotta pick that category, Ryan. When Ryan just doesn't. Running out of time. Yeah, hit that lie for me button if you can't think of a good lie. Quick question. How does someone steal a driveway? How could your neighbors see someone steal your toaster? Wow, holy shit, Ryan, that was just good. What? What did they, how did you steal it? Interesting. Yeah, I'm just losing. Yo, Nani, welcome to the stream, it's good to have you. Front door was really good, Ryan. I was like, that seems like something where people could just see it. Mm, okay, I gotta step my game up. It should be easier because there are so few people. Ooh, you guys are running out of time. Oh, hit that like for me button if you can't think of anything. Oh, Ryan, did you just not vote? Got him. Dang it. That's either right or yeah. Okay, cool. It's because it's at a port, and I'm like, ports are underwater. Well, ports aren't underwater, but they're by the water, so it made me think that it probably would be an underwater thing. Ooh, Kells is now dominating. Let's see. Alexander said, "Hola, Spanish. No habla español. ¿Cómo estás?" Kel said, "Dude, I typed underwater and it said I typed the truth. It was dope." Kels was ready. Alex said, "Lol, JK, I speak English. I do that to every streamer I go on." Oh, okay, no problem, dude. Oh, yo, don't forget to vote. I'm sorry. One of those answers doesn't make any sense. So that's the truth. Yeah, okay, cool. Who said clock alarms? Let's see. Nani said, "Is Nick okay?" He said, "You're not depressed." Today was pretty good. I gave today a 2.5 out of 3. Ooh. And then Nani said, what about out of 10? So out of 10, maybe it would be like I'd have to convert from 3 to 10. So multiply my score by 3. And that would be almost there. So 2.5, 4, and 5. One moment. Let's see. 2.5. Well, 3 times 2 is 6. 0.5 times 3 is 1.5. So it'd be a 7.5 out of 10, almost. So a pretty good day. Damn. Okay, so Ryan got me. Ryan said Nick is dead. He died from lying too much. Nani said, that's good. I gotta step my game up. I'm 3,000 behind the leader. Okay. Yo, guys, don't forget to put in that lie. Oh, snap. What? Dang it. So I lose 1,000. No, 1,500. Because all of them are their lies. What? Congratulations to Ryan. Well, we should have time for another one. Ryan said GG. Hey, we got another Jackbox TV stream going on. Kel said, I'm cool with second place. Bump, 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 bump. If you would like to join, please go to jackbox.tv and type in the room code BTUE. Just go to jackbox.tv and type in BTUE. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There we go. One of the options is Chad. So Vanessa, you get to pick the category. Don't forget to vote or hit for the live for me button. Ryan said Nazi salutes to your dog. And then Ryan said which actually happened. Okay, let's see where people go. Ryan said the guy is running for a government position in the UK. Vanilla backwards? Is that Matt? Hey. It wouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Okay. I gotta beat just a guy. So here's who my theory is Matt. Okay. Why would they be dressed as cats? That was my lie. Why would they be dressed as cell phones? I think the real answer is executioners. Oh shit. So I was fucked either way. That's interesting. It didn't go with the theme. So ninjas come in and escort you out if you're on your cell phone. That's cool. I kind of like that. I guess to try and not mess up the movie experience, the ninjas kind of sneak by. Don't forget to vote. I got Kells with that one. Kells got those guys with that one. Oh, Vanessa got me. So it was Mormons. They do dress in a certain. I mean, I guess not all of them do, but hmm. I'm tied for first with Just a Guy. I wonder if they were like normally dressed or if they were wearing like the dress shirt. Don't forget to vote. Two people haven't voted yet. One person hasn't voted yet. I think the answer is either duck calls or stand up comedy. So now I think the answer is duck calls. I don't think dancing is unusual for scholarship. Hey, we got him. Yeah, I shouldn't have put cooking. Nothing's unusual about cooking. Ooh. Okay, we've taken the lead. I made last place last time, so. Ding, ding, ding. Bam, 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 boom, bam, boom, boom. I just realized during the portion where you guys are entering lies, I could read entries from my book. Ryan's posting more history facts. Okay. Damn it. So that was Kells' lie. What? When you're like the only stupid nigga in the room. Got me. Got me. Fourth place. No. How did everyone know it was Pepsi Invaders? Okay. Dang it. Holy fuck. Everyone lost. That's quite interesting. They had a really good lie. Oh no. Ooh. I'm pretty sure the answer was Marge Simpson. I think Matt put Mario. That was just a guy's like, I actually don't know. Mickey Mouse was like a really weird flex. I put Betty Boop. He was the only one to fall for that. Yeah, I think Marge Simpson is just right. Yeah. I think I remembered seeing that in a documentary once. Yeah, Starfire was a weird flex. That's such a very specific fictional character. Oh, congratulations to just a guy. I got the thumbs cup once again, but first place has still evaded me. We've now hit an hour in the vlog stream, so it looks like I'm going to be ending the stream for now. Thank you all once again for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding. Ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Stay tuned. We always do these vlogs every day around midnight. At least we try to make it around midnight. So thank you all once again for joining in. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the one only. Logging out. Peace, guys. Kel said, as long as I make top 3, I'm happy. I ain't nothing wrong with that. Peace. Have a wonderful night, you guys. Thank you for tuning in.